All right, you guys, front lat pull downs. So as you'll see in the programs, I like to start my back workouts with somewhat of a pull down. For the most part, one thing I want to get out of the way is grip strength, especially on back day. I know we've all been through it, right? Whether it's, seated rows or anything deeper into your back workouts where your forearms start to burn, right? And you can never hold on to the handle, whether it's a pull down, row, whatever it is, the dumbbell even. And it's always frustrating because your back isn't out of gas, it's your forearms can no longer take it. So in order to alleviate that, what I like my clients to picture when I'm doing it is your hands are just hooks, right? Moving with intention, not with momentum. We're not trying to, I think what happens is lactic acid starts to build up, right? The muscle starts to burn. We start to lose our focus. And say we want to get 10 reps, right? We get that number stuck in our head. So say we're at rep 7, we want to do 3 more, and it just becomes, fuck it, let's just go. And you start reefing on that bar, squeezing it really tight, and kind of pulling down. Your forearms take a lot more toll than they need to. So what I like to do, I do a suicide grip, so a thumb over top. You don't have to do that. You can still grip it neutrally. I guess what I'm getting at though, focus on that lat. It's all mind to muscle connection. Drive those elbows down. Again, just hold on to the bar, nice and light, enough to get a grip on it, but you do not need to squeeze it. So that's what I want to go to the way right off the bat. And that goes for any exercise, right? Whether it's a seated row, anything moving forward with that, your hands are hooks. I can't stress that enough. So we're gonna do a front lat pull down here. Again, as any pull down, whether it's reverse, narrow, whatever, lead with your elbows. Our goal here is to drive our elbows down. The deeper we can drive our elbows, the tighter the squeeze, the bigger the contraction. So what I want you to do is grip just a little bit more than shoulder width. We don't need to be going go wide to get wide. You always hear that. When people go way out here, there's a time and a place for it, but a lot of people stick to that. The thing is, that limits your range of motion, right? If I'm here and I'm pulling down, my stretch only goes from here to here. The more narrow I go, look at my range of motion. I can come down from here, but if I'm doing narrow, it's from here all the way up here, right? You get that full stretch on the lat and I pull down. That range of motion is much more significant. So I like to do a little bit wider than shoulder width, thumbs over top. So first things first, I want to retract my shoulder blades. So from here, drive the shoulder blades back. Now my lats are locked. Drive your elbows down nice and deep using just the lat, and I drive the bar to my upper chest. Another thing I want to note, if you get from the side view here, notice I'm not directly straight up. You see a lot of people doing, right, is standing right here, driving their elbows down. Okay, my lats are activated until I get to about here. And what has to happen is my shoulders and arms take over as I get over top and their chest sink in, right? I want you to be in line with the pulley. So I want a slight bend at the hips, drive back very slightly, and then drive the bar to the upper chest. So what it looks like is this. Chest is out, shoulders are retracted. I'm back, pull, my lats are in line with the pulley, squeeze, elbows come in. I'm acting as if my elbows are trying to wrap around my back and squeeze each other. Hold that contraction, release nice and slow, fight that negative, and go into a full stretch. Again, the negative is so important. What I don't want to see is you take your time and you get that good squeeze here, and then just let it go, and then go into it. We see that all the time. That's 50% of the rep that you're missing out on, right? So drive the elbows down, squeeze right to the upper chest, use your lats to fight. My hands are hooks, nice and loose, all the way into a stretch, and then repeat.